Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to curate yours and mine luxury handbag collection. By curated collection, what I mean is collection that I have carefully chosen and to have a very functional collection which I try to neglect as little handbags as possible. Neglecting means I spend lots of money on them, but I only use them once or twice a year. That's not quite worth it, isn't it? By having a curated collection, we save money so that we don't keep thinking what handbag next to buy. Secondly is to reduce cluttering. Singapore is such a city. We all have very limited space right here. I don't have an extensive shelf place to house all my collection. And also to reduce headache, I can just grab and go any handbag instead of having to run through my collection and thinking which bag to hang out with. To have a very curated collection, mindset is really important. We must have the determination to have this in our head. We only buy what we need. Let's go to see some of the points that I try to keep myself in check, be more mindful before I decide to buy the next luxury handbag. Or maybe to talk myself out of it totally. Point 1 is about versatility. Of course, if I decide to buy myself a very seasonal, fancy kind of handbag, I don't expect versatility out of it, and I don't expect longevity out of it as well. Generally, the leather handbags are more versatile than we think it is. Most of the bags can actually bring you from day to night, excluding gala dinner. If it goes from day to night, gala dinner is usually a no-no. With such point in mind, you will know that you don't need multiple handbags for the day and multiple handbags for the night, because some of them can bring you from day to night. Take for example this LV favorite bag. So this bag has a long leather strap that is good for crossbody, good for day use, and at the same time it has this chain strap right here that is a short one that you can bring along for night outings. Of course, if you are going to a very high-end dinner, this is not going to make it, but if I'm just going out for a dinner with my friends, this one works perfectly well. It has versatility in both ways. And we know that some of the handbags that we have can bring us from day to night or from meeting to casual girls out. With this in mind, we should be able to talk ourselves out of it, getting too many handbags. Idea 2 is about saying no to the same style. No to the same style could mean that it's the same style in a different size, slightly different size maybe, or different color, or maybe different material. 90% of the time, if we have multiple handbags of the same look, we do have a favorite out of the two. So what will happen? Every time you will reach out for one and neglect the other. When the occasions call for this second bag, you will realize that you have been carrying this style for so many times already. It feels like you wanted something different for this special occasion. You'll end up still not reaching out for this one. Because your mind has already associated, this bag will be associated with a certain style that you go with. So it could be a casual day out, or it could be something you only bring out for dinners. Even worse, you just want to carry a different bag. You don't want to keep carrying the same bag for all your events, although it's in a different color. Same things go for bags that are of similar style. For example, like tote bag like this, which reminds you of the LV Never Full so much. So they generally look the same, look very similar, and function very similarly. By buying your third or fourth tote bag doesn't mean that it's going to increase the number of times that you will use tote bags for. So if you use tote bags like this for maybe every day going to work, it doesn't mean that you buy the fourth tote bag, you will rotate them that often. It doesn't mean you are going to work more times a week. Yes, it gives a choice which tote bag that I want to use. If I use tote bags to go to work 5 times a week, if I have 2 different tote bags that I can choose from, life wouldn't be so boring, isn't it? But do note that, back to my earlier point, there is a possibility that you love this so much, you don't want to change this out every day. You will end up using this more than the other tote bag that you have. But, this brings me to the next point. 3 is about lifestyle. Lifestyle-wise, I have been saying this many times. Buy bags that suits our usual lifestyles and not buying bags that I think I want my lifestyle to be. I don't go for gala dinner. I don't think buying an evening bag is going to increase my chance of going for gala dinners. My lifestyle is generally on the casual side. Casual day out, sometimes meeting up with friends and commuting to work. So buying an expensive bag just for one purpose, that is because I'm invited to a gala dinner, I'm going to have a hard time to find a chance to wear it again. When I don't reach out for it often enough, it's going to sit in my wardrobe, collecting dust and even grow moldy. I have mentioned in my earlier videos, in Singapore it's so humid and so dusty. Molds grow, dust settle very quickly. So what do I usually do? If I really need a certain handbag for a certain occasion, I might look into contemporary brands or even from Zara to see if there's something suitable for the occasion. It helps to save some money right there for my next luxury handbag. Whoops! Did I just say I'm curating a collection, yet I'm saving for the next luxury handbag? Yes, I did. It is going to be a curated collection, but doesn't mean I will stop buying. Buying them at a slow and steady pace and making sure that I use them often enough. So if my usual lifestyle is casual lunch, casual dinner, like a homemaker, or maybe people like me who doesn't need to travel for work. It's actually, I used to travel for work every day on public transport, but now because of the pandemic, I'm working from home most of the time. So people like me don't really need a lot of handbags because I hardly go out. I can't be carrying my handbag at home every day, pretending I'm going to work. So do keep in mind to gravitate your purchases towards the type of bag that you will really use. It could be you find flat bag very fussy, then get an open tote bag. It could be a smaller size. Doesn't have to be size so big like this. And when you're buying your second or third handbag, try to gravitate your buys towards the lifestyle that you usually have. Curated doesn't mean you only have one handbag, right? Since we don't want to carry the same handbag everywhere we go. So I go market with the same handbag and I go meeting up with friends for the same handbag, going date night with my husband with the same handbag again. We do want a few to rotate around. So sometimes you could have a bigger tote bag for your laptop and a smaller tote bag for your shopping days. But just bear in mind to buy something that looks pretty different. Not like this and a never full MM. And also not just buying a never full PM and a never full MM, since they look almost the same. Next idea is always to try it out in the store. Instead of buying with a leap of faith, do try them out in store first. Trying out does not guarantee that you will buy the bag of your love, but at least trying out give you a sense whether you like how the bag sits against your body and whether you like the strap length. Or maybe if you find the opening too fussy already while you're at the boutique. Trying it out also gives you a glimpse of how you like the style and how you like the look of it in real life. In Singapore, we can't do returns, so it's very, very important to try out before you decide instead of blindly buying them. To have a curated collection is to make sure that it is a style that you really need, you really like, before committing to it. Because after your purchase, you realize that you don't really like it, you end up having it sitting at the shelf, sitting in the wardrobe for quite a while before you decide to sell it. And after that, you will incur some loss out of it. That's not quite worth it, isn't it? In my curated collection, I would like to enjoy my handbags as much as possible, to enjoy each of my handbag to its fullest, bring down the cost per wear, just like this retired bag of mine. Ta-da! This is a Miu Miu coffer bag. Oh my god, this is such an old style. I love it to bits when I was using it. It fits my daily essential and it's a good size. So it's not a very huge size. It's a good size for nights out as well. This doesn't mean that it's good enough for very fancy night dinners. But if it's just a normal dinner out with my friends, date night out with my husband, this works very, very well. This has retired because I've used this so much. I'm tired of it. And it's very, very worn out right now. Cost per wear for this bag has been super low because I've been using it so much. Share with me in comments down below, what do you do with your retired handbags? Do you throw them straight away? I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic with this handbag because I've used it really a lot. All in all, curated doesn't mean that I can only have one handbag in my collection. I can have a few handbags to rotate around for different occasions. But do keep in mind, they are versatile in some ways. So we don't need a handbag for every occasion. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoy my sharing today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified in my next upload. See you next week. Bye!